Hello students, today we are going to discuss the practical number 7 for the subject computer science class 12. We have already discussed the 6 practicals in the series. So if you didn't watch, I will recommend please go and watch those practicals so that you can get the clear understanding about this practical, and especially I will recommend that please watch the 5, 6, 7 practicals. In those practicals I have discussed the file handling concept, so it will be easy for you to, or I will recommend 4th practical also, it is also related to file handling. So 4, 5, 6, 7, this is the current practical. So 4, 5, 6 practicals you should watch. In these programs I have discussed the text file creation, okay, program for text file creation, and reading it line by line. And in the 5th practical I think read the file and print the how many number of vowels and all those things, how many vowels and characters, etc. We have discussed. And last video in the practical number 6 we have discussed creation of the binary file, and searching in it. So we have discussed one logic in the creation of binary file and searching using list. I will upload one more way to do the searching in binary file in a few days. And today we are going to discuss the practical number 7, that is also related to binary file. So we are going to create a binary file, that how that we have created yesterday using the roll number, name and marks of the students, and then we need to give option the students to enter his roll number and update his marks, and then we will see how whether these marks has been updated or not. Okay, so this is the practical problem. Now what we are going to discuss today, we are going to discuss the problem statement first, then we are going to discuss the steps to solve the problem, okay, then we are going to discuss the Python code. Okay, it is going to be a little bit big time consuming video, because it will take some time to understand all those features, because this practical will let you allow to create a file, update a file, search a file, all those things at the same time. And then we will run the code in Spider, Spider. Okay, and Spider is the IDE that I am using. If you are using some other IDE like IDLE or Jupyter or Sublime, it will work in that IDE also and demonstrate it. Okay, so this is going to be our total discussion. Let's jump into the problem and solve it. So first of all, let me define the problem. You need to create a binary file, with the details of students, like a name especially, then roll number, and then marks. Okay, and then you are supposed to search the student using roll number and update the marks as per his need or input, let's say, and check whether marks are updated or not. So this is going to be the complete practical. So before starting the new thing, let me show you how we are going to solve this problem. Actually, I am going to solve this problem has 3 parts. First, you need to to create a binary file with the details of the students like name, roll number, marks. First program we will write this one. Then what we are going to do, we are going to create a binary file taking the student name, roll number and marks from the user, and let's suppose 5 student marks and 5 students roll number, 5 student name, and then we will insert into the binary file. I have already told you what is binary file in last class. Then what we need to do, we are supposed to search the student, like yesterday we have searched the student in list using list logic. Same way we are going to search the student using roll number. Today we are going to see one more way to search into the binary file. So this way is also good. If you like this way, it is a very good method to search with the roll number. I am going to discuss it. And update the marks. This is another thing, that after searching you are supposed to update the marks of the students as per his need or as per his input. So this part will be the second program, and last check, we will check whether the marks of the students are updated or not, because this is a binary file. You cannot go into the file, open the file in text editor and see that marks are updated or not. This way you cannot do, because this is a binary file, you cannot read this file. So we will write a program to fetch all the records of the binary file and display on the console, so that we can check whether the marks are updated or not. So these are the three programs essentially we are going to write in this particular problem actually. So this is a little bit big program, but I have broken it into three parts so that it looks a small program, small programs for you. So this concept, let me try to explain you first this concept. Okay, what we are going to explain you, first concept is create a binary file. Create a binary file. So I have already told you how to create a binary file. To create a binary file and insert the students record, let's suppose you want to insert the 5 students record into the binary file. Then what you are going to do, yesterday we have seen we have created a list of the dictionary, but today we are going to insert the dictionary directly into the file. Today we are not going to create a list, and today we are going to write directly into the binary file. So I am explaining this logic to you. So what is binary file actually? You should know binary file is what? A file that is not readable, that stores the bytes into the file, or don't directly it doesn't write directly the text into the file. Like in text file you see like this, you can read the text file, but in case of binary file the bytes are stored. So you will, if you open this file, you will see some symbols like a dollar and etc, 0, 1. So this is a byte format, so you cannot read this binary file. So we are going to create a binary file. For creating the binary file, we are going to use the pickle module. I have already told you last what is the pickle module. Pickle module is a Python's module that is basically used for writing the data in binary file and reading the data from the binary file. For reading the data, especially in binary files, if you are concerned about the binary files, then you will be using this pickle module. For text files, generally you read using the file handler that we have, where the Python provided. For especially for binary files, the Python provides us the module called pickle module or pickle package, in which there are two methods. Yesterday we have seen there is a load method. Load method is basically used to read the content of the binary file. This method is basically used to read the content of the binary file. I am telling all those things because I am building your concept, then only you will be able to create a binary file. So read the binary file, you will use this load method, and to write into the binary file you will use the dump method. Dump, then you will pass the data that you want to. In the dump method, using dump method you generally write the dictionaries, okay, or any Python object like list. Yesterday we have stored the list in a dictionary or list of the dictionary into the file. So today we are going to directly insert the dictionary into the file, dump, and we will pass the file handler here. File handler will be the regular file handler, or we get using the open method. So this way you will use this. This is basically you to write into the file, write into the binary file. So two methods you need to remember. Pickle module has two methods, one is load method, second is a dump method. Using load method you can read the content of the binary file, and using the dump method you can write into the binary file, especially the object like dictionaries, list, etc. Okay, so let me create the binary file for the 5 students. Let's suppose I want to take from the user and insert into some file. Okay, so let me try to explain it to you. So I am roughing all those steps here. These steps I am not going to use those. So let me directly jump into the problem. So here I am going to write the direct code because we have already know how to write this. So let me take the number of students first. So today we are going to discuss the problem using in a steps. First we will discuss this problem, then we will discuss this problem, then this will break down the problem because this is a bigger problem. If I explain whole logic completely, then it will be matched for you. So let's suppose integer number I am going to input. Let's say input, enter number of students that you want to insert into the file. So I am going to take this number. Then what you need to do, you need to import the pickle first. So import the pickle. Before writing this line, let me import the pickle so that you don't get confused. Let's create a binary file. Let me remove this and write it. First logic I am writing, create a binary file with student reports. Okay, so this is the first thing we are doing. So first we need to do import pickle module, because pickle is basically used to write into the binary file. So that's why I am importing pickle. Then I am creating some dictionary that in which we are going to hold the student data. So I am creating some dictionary called student underscore data. Let's say this is going to be a blank dictionary. Yesterday also we have created such kind of dictionary. So now we are going to use a for loop to insert 5 student data. Let's suppose user want to enter 5 student data. So for loop I will use in range, let's say number of students. So what we need to do, we need to prompt from the user name. We are going to take the name, take the roll number, take the marks and put into the student name dictionary. So what we are going to do is student underscore data, and then we are inserting name. First we are taking the name of the roll number. If you want to take first roll number, let's take first roll number. I think this range function. So let's take roll number. Whatever you write here, you remember this roll number. Then integer, roll number might be integer. Input, enter roll number. Little bit space is less here. Student underscore data. Then what you are going to do, you are inserting the name of the student. Let's suppose this will be the name. Okay, and name will be directly string, so we need not to write the integer in. And then what we are going to do, enter name. Space is little bit less, that's why I am writing into the some small letters. Student underscore data, and then I am going to take the marks. Marks can be a floating point number also. Let's try input, enter marks. Okay, this for loop will ensure that 5 student data will be inserted. Now after that we are going to write this data into directly file. Yesterday we have inserted into the list, and later after this execution of for loop we are directly inserting the list into the file. Today we are not going to do that. Today what we are doing, we are going to insert the student data directly into the file as a one line. So what we need to do for that purpose, you need to do one thing. Let's try to remove this thing first. Okay, let me take some different brush, increase the size. Let's take some black color. I think the black will be fine. Okay, it's not getting darker. Let's take pen. So let's rough this first so that we can get some more space. This is the way that I am getting space for you here. Let's take it as a black. so that now I can write on that also. So this is a creative way to write, to get the space for writing. I hope you understood. So now what you need to do, we need to insert this data into the file directly using pickle. So for that purpose you need to open the file first. So one more thing you need to write here. Okay, what you need to write here, file equals to, what you will write, open method, open, and then you will pass the file path. Let's suppose C users / admin / let's say what you want to, desktop, let's suppose desktop, and then let's suppose stud and .dat file you want to create, and then open it into some write binary mode. So we are going to write into the file, so we are concerning about write binary mode. So I have written this line here in between this, here only you need to write this line. Okay, then what you need to do, you need to use this line directly and insert. So file, so what you need to do, pickle dot dump method you will use, dump, to write into the file. I have told you that this dump method. Now what you need to do, pass the data, student data first, student underscore data, and then what you need to write, you need to pass the file handler. So this file handler you need to pass. This line will insert the data of the student into the file. For one student, one line be created, one line be inserted, because we have inserted into the, put this line into for loop. Now after a completion of this for loop, what we need to do, this whole thing in the for loop. Now we are going to file dot close. At the bottom what we need to do, we need to close the file, and that's all. So this is the first program that we are going to write. This program will do what? It will insert the data into the file of 5 students. So let's try to create this program first and see into the editor, okay, so that you can get the idea. So now I am closing this and directly jumping into the Spider and try to create this file. So let's try to insert data. Import pickle, I need to do, and I want to do to number of students you want to insert, let's say number of students. Okay, so integer input you will write enter number of students to insert in file, let's say directly like this. Then what you need to do, you need to take the apply the, what you need to do, you need to initialize some, take some dictionary, blank dictionary, so that we can hold the data, and this dictionary will be inserted into the file directly. So I am doing this thing. So what I need to do, I will create file pointer here, open method. Yesterday I already told you how to take the path, I remember the path, so I am directly writing here admin / desktop, and then I am going to write the, like, what is the file name, let's suppose student data .dat file extension I am passing, and I am opening it into the write binary mode. Okay, now I can use the for loop to take the 5 student data. I am range, you may use the while loop also, it is up to you. And now insert, now student underscore data, first take the roll number, so let's roll number, dictionary should be pretty good, or integer, enter, sorry, input method you need to use, check the input, enter roll number. So this program is getting bigger. Okay, enter roll number. Then you need to take the name of the student, so you can take the name directly using input method, you need not to convert it to the integer. Enter student name, okay, like this. Then student data, you want to take the marks also. Today we are going to store the marks also, because we are going to update the marks. So marks can be a floating point number also, so let's take it into float. Enter student marks, let's say marks, and then you will insert these data into the file. So pickle dot dump method is basically to write the data into file. So I am going to write the student data, and then I am passing the file pointer. Then I am resetting this student data, so that next when the for loop executes another time, new student data will be inserted, and then after this for loop I will close this file and exit. So this is the Python program to insert the 5 student data. Then let's see, student data underscore dat file is currently not available on my desktop. You can see student underscore data file is not available. Stud data is available, st is available, but student underscore data is not available. After execution of this program, you will see this file. So let's try to run this. You can click on the run button. It will prompt you for the number of students you want to insert into file. Let's say 3 students or 5 students, let's say we want to insert. Just click the roll number, let's say with 1, then student name, let's say Ram, marks, let's suppose 95, 2, student name, let's suppose Sohan, and let's suppose his percentage is 89, and then let's suppose 3 roll number, student name is Sham, and then let's suppose his percentage is 96, let's suppose 4th roll number student, and then let's suppose Rohit, and let's suppose his student marks is 92, let's say 5, then student name, let's suppose Neha, and then you are inserting, let's say 90% or let's say 97%. Here it is. So now the data should be inserted into the file. You can see on the desktop that this file is created now. So you can see here this file is created. If you see and open it, you can see the data. So here you can see this is not readable. Actually this is binary file, that's why it's not readable. You can read some data, but you will not able to read all the data. Okay, that's why this is binary file. So now I am closing this file without changing anything. Don't change anything in this file, otherwise you will not be able to read this file using load method. So don't change this file, close it as you opened it. Now go and now this is the first part we have completed. Now we are moving on our presentation, and now see the next part. So this is the first part we have completed. Now we have created a file with the 5 students data, and we have used the pickle module and inserted into the binary file. So now I am roughing this portion and start with the second portion. So this time we need some more space, so I am roughing this also, so that we can get a little bit more space. This is the second portion of the program that yesterday we have done like this. We will do this in second portion. So in the second portion, what we are going to do is, you need to, now your file is ready. Now you are supposed to write the logic to take the student roll number and update the mark. So before starting that, let me show you two things. To update the binary file, searching in the binary file, I have already told you yesterday. Same logic we are going to use. We are going to use if condition, and then we are going to search. So let's try to write the search logic first. So let me show you search logic. So let's suppose first you need to import the pickle module. Import pickle. Then you need to take some data, student underscore data. Let's say create a blank dictionary, and let's suppose this is the blank dictionary. Now I am going to use this found equals to false. Initially, yesterday I have told you. So found equal to false means I am assuming that student record is not found initially. Now I can use the for loop, and now I will read the file in a binary mode, and then I will check whether this student let's print the roll number and the marks of the student first, and then we are going to write the update code. Okay, so let's try to open the file. Now you can open any binary file in the read and write mode both also. If you write read wb plus, then you will be opening this file in the read and write both modes. So plus is basically symbol you can use. Read binary mode, then read and write you can do. Write binary mode, write and read you can do. Append binary plus mode. Plus if you pass, then you can do both the operation at the same time. Okay, so this time we are opening the file into write and read both mode, so that we are supposed to update the student marks and read also. Okay, so that's why. So file handler, let me open. So open method is basically used to, now I will pass the file path. c : users, then double slash, then admin, and then desktop, and then pass the file name. Let's suppose stud_.dat. Let's suppose this is the file name. Then you are supposed to read, open this into write plus read both mode. So I have passed WB plus. WB plus means write and read both modes, both operations allowed using this file pointer. That's why I have opened this in the write binary mode, because I need to read the file also to check for the searching and update the same file for the updation of the marks. Okay, for that purpose I have used this. So now we will use the load function to read the file. So how to read the file? So I need to, yesterday we have passed the list, that's why we have read one time, but today we have inserted the student record, directly the dictionary of student record one by one. So we need to read this file one by one. Okay, so I will use the while loop, and this true you need to pass, and then what you need to do, you need to read the student data. So you can use student_data, and what you need to do, you need to use the pickle module, pickle.load function, load, and then what you need to pass, this file handler you need to pass here, that will return the first record from the file. While true means this is infinite loop. As this pickle module returns the exception, runtime exception, whenever the file is reached up to the end, whenever we reached at the end of the file, this while loop will terminate automatically, and an exception will be generated. That exception will actually tell us that this file is end, you need to stop the execution, close the file. So for that purpose, to handle the exception, you need to put this whole code into try catch block. Try and except is a basically block in a Python that basically used to handle the exception. So you need to put into the try, then while true student data, and then you need to check if now you need to take the roll number of the student in a input, so that for that student you want to update the data. So you need to take the roll number from the student. Roll number, let's suppose integer roll number you want to take. Input method you will use to take the roll number. Input, enter roll number of student. Okay, we are going to take the roll number of the student. Now we will check the student roll number with the file record that we have taken from the file, binary file, and this is the dictionary. It will return student_data, and then you know the roll number. Roll number is stored in roll number key. Then you need to check whether it is equal to the roll number that you are searching. Roll number, if it is equal to roll number, then we can print the name of the student. Student name you can print student_name, or let's say data, and then you will print the name. Okay, this way you can print the name, and you can make the found equals to true, so that this found we can use. Now whenever this for loop will execute till we reach at the end of the file. For first time this loop execute, first student record will come in student data. Second time second student record will come. Third time third student record will come. Fourth time fourth student record come. Fifth time fifth student record will come, because we have inserted 5 records. So we have checked one by one whether this roll number match with that particular record or not. If the number matches, if the roll number matches, then what we need to do, we need to print the student name like we have did yesterday. So yesterday's program I have done in this video also, because this is the same logic. Here we need to change only for updating record. That's why I am doing this again using this logic. Now accept is a basically case. What happens is the accept is basically used to handle the exception, because whenever we reach at the bottom of the file, whenever we end at the end of the file, this Python automatically, what Python will do automatically, it will generate an exception, and this exception we will handle. And if we come into this accept block, that means our logic, our file reading has completed. So in that case what we need to do, we need to write this accept here, accept, accept exec pt accept, and we need to look for the end of file error. End of file error. If we get the end of file error, means if we are reaching into the end of the file error, let me write in some little bit beautiful way so that you can get the idea. Okay, so let's try some. So he will write the accept and then end of file error. End of file error. If we get this error, that means we have read all the records of the file. Now if the found value is false, that means our record is not found. If found is true, that means record is found. So if found is equals to false, that means what? Print the error message, roll number not found. Roll number not found. So this way you can print the student data. So let's try to run this program first, and then we are going to update the marks of the student, that roll number that student entered. Okay, so this is the second step we are doing. Let's try to go and execute the Spyder editor. Okay, so this is the Spyder editor. I am going to create another file for searching and updating. So let's try to import the pickle first, and then what we need to do, we need to create some dictionary student underscore data, and let's say this, and then what we need to do, we need to open this file, open, and then what we need to do, we need to do C:// users / desktop, admin. This is the file path you need to exactly pass, and then student underscore data dot tat. This is the file that we have created. I think go and see on the desktop whether this is the file. Yes, this is the file. Copy this location. If you don't know the location, right click, go on properties and copy this location, C user desktop admin, and remember this file student underscore data name and this path should be correct, otherwise you will get the errors, and put the one more backslash in the path, and you are opening this into the write binary mode. So write and read both the modes we are opening this file, because we are going to update the marks of the student also using this only. So I am going to write this try block, and while loop I will execute true. This is a special code, you need to understand this. So what we need to do, we need to get the student data, student underscore data equals to, what we need to do, pickle dot load method, pickle dot load method you are going to use, and here you will pass the file pointer directly. It will return the first record in the file. Okay, you can print this record also, student underscore data. Okay, so let's try to, for now let's try to print only, then we are going to, let's do the accept will end of file error. End of file error will come when there will be no record left in the file and we have reached at the end of the file. Then in that case end of file error will be generated, and in this case we can simply close this file. For now, let's suppose we are reading the data of the student. Let's say we have inserted the 5 student data previously. Now this loop will, this code will print all the data that you have inserted. Let's try to run this. So let's currently read this file, and so we need to put one time read binary mode, because previously we have put the write binary mode, that's why it was giving error. Because write binary mode, if you open, it will directly write the data into file, that's why it was the file was cleared. Now we are opening into the read binary, now it should display. So let's run this, and here it is. You are able to see the roll number, one, name, whatever we have inserted into the file is there. Okay, so this is how you can print the student data. Now you can check for the roll number. Let's try to take the input the roll number of the roll number to search. Let's suppose roll number equals to, let's try to take integer roll number, input enter the roll number to search. Okay, let's try to input the roll number. And now what we will happen, what we need to do, we are not printing all the student data. If we are putting some condition here. If roll number of the student equals to that, each roll number that we are getting from the file one by one, we are matching with that. If the roll number, if student underscore data, the dictionary, first time dictionary will have the first student data, we are matching the roll number with that. If the student data is student roll number is equal to that particular student roll number, then we are going to print the roll number of this, print the student name and mark. Let's suppose print the student name. Okay, so you can print the student name using this key, student underscore name, and you can make this found equals to, we can create this variable found equals to false initially for tracking purpose, whether the student record found or not. So in case we have found the roll number, then we can put this update it with a true, and if we get at the end of the file, if the found variable is false, then what we can do, we can print roll number not found. We can do print roll number not found. Okay, please try again. Let's suppose this is the code. So this is the code that we have done. This is another way to do the practical number 6. If you want to search it, this way you can also do the searching. So let's try to search some roll number. Let's try to enter the roll number of the student. Let's suppose I am entering the student roll number, let's suppose 6. This is not in the list. Let's try to print the roll number not found. Let's try some roll number that exists. Let's suppose enter the 3. Let's suppose enter the 3. It should found. It's Mohan, because roll number 3 student is the Mohan. Let me show you. So this is the roll number 3. Mohan is the name of the student. So this way you can also do the practical number 6 also. Now let me show you the, now we are need to, what we need to do, we need to update, we need to ask the, whenever the roll number found, we need to ask the marks of the student, and we need to update the Mohan marks into the file actually. So this thing we need to do. So let's go into the presentation mode and see the logic. Okay, how to update this. So this is our program previously. Now let me rub some portion in this program and show you how to update this. So for updating purpose, I am removing this because I have already shown you how to use the dump method and how to use the load method. Now we are going to learn two new methods also. So that will help us to update the record of the student into the file, binary file. Okay, so now let me show you the two methods. Okay, so these methods are very important. Okay, so let me show you. Okay. So you need to remember the two methods. One is tell method, and another one is the seek method. These two methods are very important whenever we want to update the record into the binary file, to update in binary file. What we need to do, we need to use these two methods. We need to use these two methods to update into the binary file. One is the tell method, second one is the seek method. What this tell method actually do, let's suppose this is your text file. I am showing it for your text file. Same way it will be for the binary file also. Let's suppose this is the Ram, and then this is the Ram's roll number 2, and let's suppose 89 marks he got. Let's suppose this is the Sham. Let's suppose his roll number 3, he has got 92. Let's suppose this is the Mohan, and his roll number, let's suppose 4, and he got 97. Let's suppose. So this is the, let's suppose, text file. So what the tell function do, whenever you call this file pointer and you call this load method, the file pointer, actually the file pointer is locating at this position. Okay, so this is the first position, line number 1, this is the line 1, this is line 2, and this is line 3. So what the tell method returns, if you call file.tell method, what it will do, it will return some position. It will return the current position of the pointer. So let's suppose initially the pointer will be on the first character, pointing to the first character of the file. So if you call the, after just opening the file, you call the file.tel method, then it will return you position 0. Okay, it will return you position 0 because it is pointing to the 0 position. This is the 1 position, this is the 2 position, this is the 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, this is the position number. So let's suppose you read the 2 characters, you want to read the 2 characters in the file, you use the read method. Let's suppose read the 2 characters, and now print file.tel, now call the file.tel method. Then what this file.tel method return, after reading 2 characters, the file pointer will move to this position, RAM. After reading the 2 characters, let's suppose read method you use and pass the 2 in this argument, so it will read 2 characters of the file, and now our file pointer is going to point the M, that means second position in the file. So this time file.tel will return you the position of the file pointer as 3. Okay, so this is how the file position, if you want to know when this file pointer actually pointing, so in that case you can use the tel method. Tel method return the position of the file pointer. And what is the seek method used? Seek method is basically used to go to the particular file position. Let's suppose you want to go, let's suppose this is the 7th position, you want to go, let's suppose you are on the 0th position and you want to directly go on to the position number, let's say 6th position you want to go. Let's suppose you want to go to 6th position, then what you will do, you will pass the file pointer file.seek, you will call the file.seek method, and you will pass the 6th position, let's suppose 6. At what position you want to go, you will pass that number, position number, then it will point your file position to that particular position. Let's suppose you want to go to this position, then what you will do, you will use the file.seek method and pass this position number, and you can get the position number using file.tel method. Okay, so these two methods are very important. What we need to do for the update case, what we need to do, we need to get the position of the file pointer using the tel method, then we will go to that particular file position using seek method, and then we will update the record of the student using dump method. Okay, so this is the way that we are going to use to update the record of the student into the particular binary file. Okay, so let me rough this whole thing, upper whole thing, because we have discussed the problem in detail. So now let me rough this and move to the updation part. Okay, so this portion we need to do later, so let's try to do the updation part now. So to update thing, what we need to do, this code I am going to rewrite at the top. Okay, this code I am going to write again, this much code. Okay, so let me rough whole things and write it again completely, it will be mashed for you otherwise. Okay, so let's try to write. So first we need to do import the pickle module, import pickle. Then what you need to do, you need to student data, this is going to update student data. I am creating it blank dictionary. Now what I need to do, we need to update the found equals to false initially, and then we are going to use the open the file in write and read mode both. So I am going to use the file equals to open method, pass the location C colon users /admin/ let's suppose desktop. This file location can be anything. I am using this location because I have used this location, and let's suppose open in write binary mode because I am going to update the marks of the student. So let's now I am take the roll number to update the marks. So integer input enter roll number. So this logic will combine search and update logic both. Enter roll number to update marks. Now what we need to do, we need to take the marks of the student if the roll number found in the file. If roll number don't found, then don't take the marks of the student. So what we need to do, we need to use the while loop, pickle.load method, and try, and then while true I am going to write, and then what I need to do, we need to lead, we need to use the load method. So student underscore Okay, student underscore. So this is what we are trying to do, student. So what we need to do, we need to, so first what we need to, let's try to store the pointer position. You can use the tel method, file.tel method, to get the current position. Before reading the actual record, we need to store the file pointer position, so that that we can use for the purpose of updating the record. Using seek method, we will go to that particular position and update the record. So I am storing the current position of the file pointer. So let's suppose I am using position variable POS I am writing, and file dot tel method basically return the current position of the file pointer. Okay, now what I need to do, I need to read the file. So student underscore data, this file will be read line by line using this pickle dot load method, pickle dot load, and then whatever we are doing, we are passing the file here. And then if the user student now we will check whether the roll number is equal to that particular roll number that is student looking for. Then what we will do, if student underscore data, then you will know the roll number. This key should be very similar to the key that you have used at the time of storing. Student roll number equals to the roll number that user has entered. If both are equal, then what we can do, we can ask for the marks to update. So marks, new marks, let's suppose, let's create some variable new marks equals to, let's take from the user. If the roll number found, then only we need to take the updated marks to update. Enter marks to update. If the user not found, then you need not to ask for the marks, because if user not found, then we will simply show the error. This is new marks actually. Let me rough this and show you this again. Okay, so actually it is new marks, new underscore marks. Okay, now this position we have hold in this variable POS. We can use the seek method to go to that particular position for the purpose of updating. So we need to use the seek method to go to the location of the pointer that we are trying to update. So you are going to use the file dot seek method, SEEK method, to go to that particular position at which this location is, at which the student record is there. Now we will update this record with the new marks. So now what we need to do, we need to update the marks of the student using how to update the value into the dictionary, that you should know. Student, then marks, and equals to, what we will do, we will insert the new marks here. And now what we need to do, we need to use the dump method to update the marks of the student. So what we need to do, we need to use the pickle dot dump, and then you will pass the file. First you need to pass the data, student underscore data. This is student underscore data you need to use. This is student underscore data, actually I forgot, student underscore data, and then you need to pass the file pointer here. So this will update the record, and if the record is found, then we are going to update the found variable as true. Now this code I will continue here because there is no space, so I am continuing here. So this if else is taking up to that. So this if condition I am not going to write anything else. Now I am going to write into the accept block. So I am going to write the accept block. So what is the spelling of the accept? I am going to write EXCEPT, and end of file error. End of file error. This error will come whenever we have read all the records of the file. Then this pickle module automatically come into this end of file error. And if found is equals to false, then we can directly say print roll number not found, otherwise what we can do, otherwise we can say record is updated successfully, print student marks updated, student marks updated. This way you can share the message, student marks updated, and you are done. So this is the logic. Okay, so now you will go and try to make changes into the search logic that we have built upon. So this is basically code to get the current position of the student data that you are trying to update. This code is basically used to go to the position of the record. Let's suppose this is the file. Let's suppose this is student 1 data, student 2 data, student 3 data, student 1 data. Let's suppose this is student 2 data. Let's suppose this is student 3 data. Let's suppose this is. So what we are going to do, we are storing the pointer location into the position. Let's suppose this is the position number 0. Let's suppose this is the 10. This is, let's suppose, 21. So what we are storing this position number, so that whenever at the time of updating, we can use the seek method to go to the particular record and update using the dump method. Okay, so this you might heard about the dump method, seek method, tell method also in your theory classes. So that concept we are directly using here. Now let me go and try to run this into the change it to the spider what logic that we have used for the searching. So this is the logic for the searching we have already built. Now what we need to do, we need to make the changes in this logic also to update the record. So before reading the file, what we need to do, we need to store the position of the pointer. So we are storing the position into position variable. File dot seek method we are going to call, and tell method, it will store the current position of the file pointer. And then if the student roll number found, then instead of printing, what we need to do, we need to ask the marks to update. So new marks, let's suppose you want to update. So new marks equals to, what we will do, we are going to take the float, and input method you will use to take the enter marks to update, like this. So you will get the marks here, and then you will use the seek method to go to that particular position, seek method, and pass the position of the file record that we have previously stored. And then what we need to use, we need to use the pickle dot, because dump method is basically used to write into the file, and we are completely writing the student underscore data. So this marks should be inserted into this particular key, and actually new marks, and this should be hold into, let's say, marks variable. Okay, so this is the marks key. This key should be similar to the what we have used at the time of this. So this key we are writing the new marks into this key, and then what we need to do, we need to update this student underscore data, student underscore data dictionary we are dumping. And if the record is not found, then we are going to print this error message. Else what we need to do, we need to print student marks updated, student marks updated successfully. So this is the logic to update the marks. Now we are going to try it into the editor. Now we are going to try it here. Let's try to update the some student marks. So what we need to do, just run this. Let's try to run this. I hope there is no error. So it is working fine. Oh, before that you should remember to open this into the write binary mode, write plus read both mode, because this is currently opened into the read mode. So we need to change this write binary, write plus read both the mode. We are trying to open it. Now let's try to run this. So now let's try to enter the roll number. Let's enter the wrong roll number. Let's suppose 6 is not here, so it should print the error. Roll number not found. We'll try again. Now let's run again. Now let's try to enter the roll number. Let's say 3 roll number, and update. Now roll number not found. Oops, there is some problem. Let's try to see it. What the error is this? We need to open into the read binary mode plus, because if we are passing the write binary plus, then it is opening the file first in the write mode. That's why it's clearing the content of the binary file. So we need to write this read plus write mode. So first we are going to open it for read mode, and then we can write it into also. So we need to write the read binary plus. That means we are opening it in the read mode, also in the write mode. Okay. If you write the write b plus, then it will open for the write mode initially, then you can read also. So actually what happened, if you are opening in the write mode, it is clearing the content of the file first. That's why our file got completely erased. That's why we need to run it again. Now let's try to search for the roll number 6 first. It is not found. Now let's try to run and search for the third roll number. It is found. Now let's try to update the marks of the students. Let's suppose 50. Okay. Okay, there is some problem. Oops. Oh, what we need to do, we forgot to pass the file pointer here. Yesterday also you forgot. So let's try to run it again now. It should work. Now let's try to see and enter the roll number, let's say 3, and update it with, let's suppose 50, because 50 is the marks that we have never entered. So now let's say my student marks updated successfully. Now what we need to do, we need to check whether these marks are updated or not successfully. For that I need to write another logic to read the binary file and print the whole content of the file, so that we can check whether this file is read file update the let's whether the student record is updated or not. That we need to check. For that purpose we need to read the content of the file. So you can simply write this logic. So import pickle, and let's try to use student underscore data. We are going to completely print the whole content of the file. So file pointer I am going open, and open this into, let's say, copy the path. So users / admin / desktop, and then you will pass the student underscore data dot dat. File name you need to pass correct. Then you need to open into the read binary mode, because we are going to read the content of the file. Then let's try to use this method. Okay, while true, and we need to look at the student data line by line we are reading. So pickle dot load method we use, and pass the file pointer here, file, and then what we need to do, and print this data, student underscore data. Simply print it, and accept if we reached at the end of the file error, then we need to close this file simply, and that's all. So let's try to see whether the record is updated or not. So you just run it, and here let's see, we have updated the record of the third student, roll number 3. Here let's see 50. Now let's try to update the record of, let's say, Sham, roll number 2, from 92 to, let's say, 96. So we will check whether this record is updated or not. Let's try to run this program that to update the record. Run it. Let's enter 2 roll number and update the mark. Let's suppose 96, it was 92. Let's try to update it with 96. Just enter. Student record updated successfully. Now let's try to run it again and see whether it is updated or not. Yes, it is updated. Previously it was 92. You can see here, previously it was 92. Now it is 96. So this way you can update the students marks very easily. So this is the complete program to create the binary file and with some student data, and then you can search into the binary file and update the record of the student, let's say marks. Here you can update any record you want, and then we are verifying it using this by printing the whole data of the file, whether the student record is updated successfully or not. Okay, so this completes our discussion here, and if you have any doubt, because this is a very big program, you might have the doubt definitely. So if you have any doubt, please ask in the comments, and if you like this video, then definitely please press the like button and share it with your friends, classmates, so that everyone can get benefited. That's all in this video. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. See you in the next class.